yelling at me. I made it just in time. Just got back from a cheer comp. Got to watch my kid and the girls kick some ass. Did a good job today. Good job, girls. But let's work on this Revo. I took it out last time to the bike jumps, and I was very cruel to this thing, and I literally snapped the engine off in it. The engine mount is destroyed. Did not break the ears off the block, thank God. But you can see here, that's a chunk of metal right from the engine mount. I tore it right off. This thing took a good hit, and that was it. All right. So, only other thing I've upgraded, we're going to do a little bit of upgrades. I want to take this thing and gear it down quite a bit. This is basically still geared for the speed runs. And, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So I want a little bit more bottom end, so we're going to work on that. I got to count the teeth on this one. I have a couple of options here. Let's see what we're going to go with. That's a 6. Nah, definitely not a 16. That's just in a 16 pack. Hey, Molds, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. We're going to work on this Revo here in a little bit. I got to get some ideas here what we're going to do for a gear. We're going to gear it down so I can hopefully pull some wheelies. We're going to build ourselves a nice Savage Hunter here out of this. Have some fun. All right, so first things first, let's count what I have on this thing. This bell is huge. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a 17. All right. 17 tooth. I got available here. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a 17 too? No. Why would I have two 17s? That doesn't make any sense. Definitely not. Did I miscount this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, it's an 18. Okay. 18, 17, and I got a smaller one. So we're going to go with that smaller one for sure. Let's see what you got going on. Dwayne Clark, what's going on, bro? I'll be back in a bit. All right, buddy. Good seeing you. Joey Ace RC. Hey, man. Haven't seen you in a while. What's good? All right, let's take a look at this. Is bearing good? Bearing's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a 15. We're going to go that way. We're going to jump this thing down quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit. All right, let's start with that. Start working on this thing quick. My buddy gave me a T-Max, a Savage 21 SS, and an HPI R40. Dude, that's a hell of a buddy. I need more friends like that. That's a good pickup, man. I'm well, thank you. Took today off. Yeah, man, cool. Savage 21 SS. Dude, that's sweet. That is sweet. I hope they're in good shape. T-Max 2.5. Yeah, you'll like that too. But that Savage is going to be wild. R40. That was the bigger on-road car, wasn't it? That's a pretty sweet come up. Hell yeah. All right, I'm just going to swap this bell real quick. We already got to mess with the gear mesh anyway because this Revo, like I said, I was pretty mean to it, and I was pretty mean to this Revo, and I basically snapped the engine mount, so the engine was falling off. Got a washer holding me up here, or what? There we go. No, that's fine. Okay. So what we're going to do is going to go from this big boy speed pinion down to this littler one. Gotta give it a little more bottom end, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got going on. All right, hold on, let me clean up this computer. This thing throws like 30 pop-ups up right off the rip. All right. Dwayne Clark says, okay, I'm back. Hey, man, what's going on with you? Joey Ace, I made a short, so if you have time today, you can see what it came with. 2 big plastic bins full of parts. Yeah, man, I'll check it out. Let me double check. I want to look at it real quick. Shorts. Let's check out Joey's short. Let's see what this deal he got. All right, everybody. So we can feel free to hate on him, man, because he got a buddy give this to him. Let's take a look at this. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit better. Don't copyright me, Joey. There you go. I guess that's the R40. That's your T-Max. Got a classic body. Oh, look at that. It's got that Big Joe's on there, too. Yes, he does. He got Big Joe's on that SS. Whole bin of parts. He's got paddle tires. Got some kind of a starter box. What body's on that Savage? That doesn't look like a stock body. And he just gave you all this? Phew. Okay, man. Hell yeah. Make sure you give him a Christmas card. Look at that. Hell yeah. Purple springs, or the blue, it has the blue springs on it. He's not in the nitro. Well, he had some good ones. What, he pick them up in a deal? I dig it. It's got the ribbed pipe on it. Oh, look at that. Good job, man. That's awesome. That's a good deal. What's going on, Bob? All right, let's see. Let me go. I got to get caught up here. They need work, but for free, I can't complain. No, it's perfect price. Okay. I made it short. We did. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, now everybody's seeing it. So everybody wants to check out Joey Ace RC, man. He's got some new toys I'm sure he's going to play with. That's pretty awesome, man. Dang, bro. I got hooked. You got hooked up. Yeah, he did. He definitely got hooked up. I gave him a brand new Traxxas drone. Okay. I'm not into the drone thing. I don't know. I didn't even know Traxxas made drones. That's pretty cool. Learn something new every day, I guess. All right. So we're going to gear this down. I want to see what... I don't remember even what spur gear I have on this. We're going to have to look at that. All right. I need pliers for the snap ring. Right now, we're just nothing really much here. We're just going to replace the clutch bell. I'm going to gear down. This still has the higher gearing for when we were trying the speed runs with it. And I want a little bit more bottom end. I want to see if I can get a wheelie out of this thing yet. There we go. So, there we go. Traxxas makes drones? Yeah, I didn't think so. Is that your Revo you're working on? Yeah, the Revo. You can see right here, you got this little piece of shrapnel hanging off the edge here. That's part of the motor mount. I snapped the motor mount on this thing. The motor was falling out. I had no idea. Honestly, the rest of the mount was holding it in, but I went to replace this header. We're going with the... I got tired of snapping the bolt-on headers. We're going to go with the spring-loaded header. This header is actually bigger, quite a bit bigger. I don't know if I have the old one. No, it's over there. But this has actually got a decent diameter difference over the bolt-on. So this might be a performance gain. It might even sound different. But what a pain this thing was to get on. It comes with another plate that can go over this that does not work with the Rotostart. You cannot use the plate. So you just got to spring it right through the holes that this has in it. And you got to take off the easy start to... It's such a pain. That spring was the problem. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The easy start had to come out basically because with the spring here, it's almost impossible to get to these motor mount bolts. So now I could get to them, and then I have to put the easy start on afterwards. It's going to be a real pain. I love the 3.3. Great engine. It's not a bad engine. No, not really. I like the 1.5s. But, yeah, this will be okay. We'll get a better view of this when we start working on it. But, like, right now, I just wanted to go down. Like I said, we're going to go down from this monster of a bell. We're going to take it down to that little guy. I just want more bottom end. It's not quite as fun. What are we rocking on the inside here? I think it's the smallest of the small here. We got a 36. Okay, 36. All right, so let's get a better view of this, and then we'll start, I guess, getting this thing back together. This poor thing got its ass kicked at those bike jumps, man. All right. Let's get the other tripod out. Let's get a good shot of this. Doo-doo-doo. Hey. You've fallen over. All right. Got my Baja Blast here. We're good to go. Urban Legend, what's going on, brother? Where you been hiding? Had a very boring week without you guys hanging out. 2.5. Is that a 2.5? I got to see the beautiful part of bashing a nitro. I blew the motor mount out of this thing. Yep. That's our piece that snapped off. I mean, it's just monkey metal. You can see why it would break. But, I mean, I think I definitely over-abused it. Also, yesterday I jumped on real quick to work on that Losi XXXNT. Ended up still having problems with that frickin' thing. Ended up going and swapping the carb out. We're going to try again. All right, so we got, let's see what we got to remove here. All right. Try to get a good angle and we're working at what we're working on here. There we go. Aspects, what's going on, brother? Working on this Revo that I put a beating on and need to repair. All right. Throttle linkage has to come off. That's connected to it. Get it up out of the way. And the adjustment screw. What's that have on the other side? Just relaxing with the family. I dig that. I got you. All right. Come on. Is there another screw on this thing? I think there is. Yeah, down there. Wow, is that a terrible spot? I ain't supposed to get to that, traxxas. All right, let's try the 2.5 ball. You put a screw down here all the way in the bottom. All right, we might have to pull the whole thing. If I go that route, I'm going to replace the whole thing. Let's take a look. What a pain in the butt. Let's try this again. All right. Dwayne says, Urban, it's good to relax every now and then, but a few of us are worried about you. No, I wasn't worried about him. I'm sure he would have heard something. He's good. Okay. Jeez. Let's see. 10, 10, 10, 10, 2.5. Okay. So let's put that back. So we're going to remove the whole thing. All Aspect says, just got in from work trying to catch up on my RC stuff. Yeah, man, have a good Saturday. Don't forget to relax, though. That weekend goes by quick, man. This is my last day off. I got to go back in the morning. Now they expect you to get to that bolt. Still see, there's still mud caked into this thing, but it's a Revo. It'll be just fine. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you go back tonight? Yeah. Yeah, these weekends don't last very long. So what I was saying, yesterday we worked on that triple XNT real quick. I stopped in for about an hour and hung out. That carburetor is horrible. I don't think that's the original carburetor, but yeah, that thing is bad. So I swapped it out. I got a new carb on it. I filled it up with a little bit of fuel. Within a few pulls, man, it fired right up. So I couldn't even get that thing to kick over before. So I think we're on the right path. But yeah, this motor mount is trashed. I was hoping to get by with just replacing that one piece, but you're never going to get to that bolt. Downside of the Revo, which is also a downside of pretty much everything else except for the MGT. They got this thing is completely just packed. There's something everywhere. It's not as easy to work on, whereas the MGT, everything's laid out really nice. I think that's probably the easiest one to work on. What's it called? The Revo, that's got a little bit of an engineering. You got to have a small engineering degree to work on this thing. The Savage is just, if you've never worked on one before, it can be a real pain because you forget one thing, but then you got to go back 10 steps to do it right. What was that? Another part that was broken. We didn't even see that. All right, how do you come out? Okay, what's the trick here? All right, we're gonna try that. We'll take the whole plate. That one bolt that I said is almost impossible to get to is what's holding it up. So let's remove the plate. We'll slide it. Wow, traxxas, not your best work. That's for sure. But now I can get to that screw. Come on now. Come on, traxxas. What's your problem? So this thing had multiple brakes. Oh, sick. There's our motor mount. Come on All right, so technically this is, that's broken. That's broken. That's broken from there. And that's broken. So this whole thing is destroyed. Maybe it's a good thing we had to take that all apart. Wouldn't have noticed that. If I would just replace that top part, we still would have that bottom part broke. Do a little house cleaning while we're in here. Okay. Let me get caught up on this chat. Nitro Bob, oh my. Sean A, how are you doing, brother? I don't know if I've seen you here before. If anybody's new, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate that. Most of you, as we all know. All right. So let's see here. There's some screws there. Some screws there. All right. Let's get the new goods. Let's get the new goods out. Back that up a hair. There we go. So what's everybody else got going on today? Urban Legend. Also, I'm off the wagon. I bought myself a new RC. It's not nitro. Another broken part. Should be here. It says tomorrow, but it being Sunday, I highly doubt it. But you never know. We'll see. Oh, you gave me all new screws. The new parts were provided by, I paid for them, but these are from Luma Dave, the guy we've been talking about as far as all of your eBay purchases. And as you can see, this part is brand new. Came with all the hardware, a couple extra pieces we don't even need. So let's try to see what this is supposed to look like. We're gonna have some extra hardware. Gotta love that. Okay. Let's see if we can make some mismatched parts here. There's the first half. That one's snapped off. Where's the rest of it? Oh, Lord. Oh, there it is. No? Where's the rest of it? That's that part. That goes there. They redesigned some of this. Yeah, maybe. All right, cool. So we gotta start getting this thing assembled. All right, let's see here. Like that. Like that. All right, so that's got to go there. That goes that way. All right, some assembly required here. We got to figure this all out. I should have kept that together. This looks different. Either that or it's so mangled. RC Empire, what's going on? Get some Petro on me. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we're gonna need to do another nitro run. All right. So we know this goes through there. That goes that way. All right. Do I have the Revo manual? I don't know if I do. Never bought a brand new Revo. Traxxas / no. Okay. All right. That's not going to get us far. That's got to go there. So we know that one has to go there. Then the part that pivots goes there. Like that. I think I see how this goes. Yeah, that's how that goes. Okay. Bear with me. We will get this figured out. All right. First off, let's tighten this up. There we go. So there's a part that's just straight up missing. We left it somewhere. How is that even possible? Is that even possible? Get that in there? No. How are we going to do that? Alright, I'm going to consult. I know where it goes, but where do these go under? That's got to... Oh, let's see. Looks like they snap into there. I don't think so. Alright. I give. Where's Traxxas at? Alright, Dwayne, I'll catch you in a little bit. Heck yeah, I can like on that, right? No, I can't. Okay. Alright, Traxxas website. Here we go. I don't know if it's going to be any help, but we'll try it. Monster trucks. Revo 3.3. Exploded views. Rear assembly? No. Maybe this one? That's what it says. It's got to go under here. So how do I move that out of there? So how do we get that apart? Screws there. Is there pieces in it? That doesn't seem right. Let me look at my other one. We have another Revo. Let's look at that. Does. It's supposed to slide right underneath there, but I don't see how that's possible. Don't see how that's possible. Let's see here. Did they change the design on this? I hope not, 'cause that part's straight up broke. Not really. This has got to go underneath here. So you'd have to remove the whole rear section to do that? No, that's silly. Okay, we might have some further work here. I don't see how that would fit. Alright, we gotta start making some room. You know where it's got to go. I don't need traxxas anymore. Michelle, what's going on? So, yeah. Where's Michael Graham when you need him? He know what to do. Where's Raw RC? He's been bashing this Revo. He's got to know how to fix it. That dude runs hard. I'm sure he broke it. Okay. I slide it under there now. Wow, is this a shit design, Traxxas? Or is it a good design? I don't know, because this... Starting to drop stuff. We gotta get more organized here. What else holds this back on? Whoa, is this a pain? I don't think there's a way for you to do this without removing the whole rear section. Okay, what could be holding the back section on then? Front is loose. Those 3 bolts are out. Holy crap. What did I get myself into on this one? This is going to stink. Wow. Okay, okay. There's that. I gotta get it inside of here. That's that. How else can you do this? Oh, wow. You can pop it through. I might be able to get it. Rugged, what's going on? Okay, okay. Nice. Okay, I'm getting somewhere here. I think I got it. Wow. Let's pick up our mess. Thank God it's all broken stuff. Okay. That sucked. Boy. Let's see. Super RZ. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, man. What's going on? Got the new T7 on order. Feel like a damn kid waiting for this thing. Yeah, man. I'm trying to save a few bucks and not trying to buy a bunch of stuff, and then they drop that. I was like, it almost makes sense for me to buy it because I already have a B7, man. I already got stuff for it. Okay. And this goes here. Like that. But we needed to do... What was that one that was a pain? That one. Okay. Getting my butt kicked. Bought a 60 amp ESC for Gromzilla. Nice. Yeah, I got the T64 and a B7. Time to retire to 6.4. Yeah, I seen that. I'm like, man, why you got to do that to me? Kind of really want it. All right, so let's see here. I got that part in. That was not cool. But I'll tell you what, I think I don't even know where that part went for the old one. That thing is gone. Let's throw those screws in there. So that way this is in place somewhat. All right, traxxas. I'm starting to lose my argument here on these being easier to work on than the Savage. You're not being helpful with that. Okay. So if everybody can hit that like button on the way in, I appreciate that. We're gonna work our way through this. This is a nightmare. I can't believe how bad I broke this. I thought the motor mount was just cracked. We're missing parts, man. There's chunks missing. It left it somewhere else. All right, come on. Sure, I'm gonna have a hard time getting that last piece. Guaranteed. I'm gonna leave that loose. Okay. This one right here is gonna be a pain. I can guarantee it. Jeez, how much? Wow, what a pain in the ass. Highly don't recommend breaking these. If you had one longer, it'd be in good shape. SLC, what's going on, brother? A lot of people coming in from out of the woodwork. There we go. pain in the ass that was. Wow. What broke? The engine mount basically is in about 7 pieces, my man. We, I guess I came down on that coolant head straight on or something, because basically, let's see, there's a part, there's a part. We're missing the whole bottom section. This thing was totaled. That, and we're installing the spring-mounted header instead of the bolt-on, because I'm tired of breaking them. Okay, so we're going to leave that loose because we're going to have to adjust the mesh anyway. But let's check this out. Eating a Hot Pocket. Oh, those are gross. I don't like the Revo 3.3. Way too many moving parts. 84 Latin Ray. What's going on, brother? First time seeing you here. It's your first time, man. Like and subscribe. Come hang out on Saturdays, man. We do this all the time. Yes, I highly recommend the OS header. Yeah, this is not the OS header. This is the this is just the Traxxas up. Well, I don't know if you consider it an upgrade. It's the Traxxas version. Looks very similar to the OS header, though, now that you say it, because I have one of those over there as well. Come on now. Yeah, I have the OS header for the T-Max. And yeah, you're kind of, yeah, I guess so. All right. Getting there. So we can start putting this top back together real quick. OS everything. Yeah, I got a lot of OS. I've been having I got a lot of OS here. Got to get a sleeve for that 21 TM. Come on. All right, let's get these in. I dread having to work on my Slayer. Yeah, I got it. Did I tell you I got a Slayer? I picked one up real cheap. A buddy of mine got it really, really cheap. We got it going here on the channel. He decided he really wasn't into it. I guess he needed a couple bucks. He just bought himself a house and stuff. Good for him. So he needed a couple of bucks. So he wanted to sell it. I'll buy it. That's it. SLC says, THS also has a header, but the pipe is hard to find. Ledger Bob says, nice, love those things, they're fun. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. There's some, you have your pros and cons to a lot of these monster trucks. This one doesn't have really that many cons. It's a pretty good truck. Like, I got the reverse works on this. Everything works. There's no real downside to any of it. But, you know, some people like a simpler platform. This is definitely a little crazy on the engineering side. Okay. Missing one screw. Check the floor right quick before I get another one. Let's make sure it didn't just fall. There it is. Nope, nope, that's not it. That's one of them. What is going on here? What do I want to do here? There we go. Runs a rescue shelter for abandoned RCs. I do? Rynks RC Rescue. That's what I do here. I bring back one grimy one at a time. I like to. I like to bring back things from the dead. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, I just bought a new RC. We got a new one coming to the channel next week. It's going to be fun. But it's not a nitro. I didn't get a nitro this time. Okay, we're about there. Yeah, anybody has any nasty, rancid looking nitros they want to get rid of, send them my way, man. I'll fix them up. Hell yeah. This one, I bought this one used. This was a used one. Alright, let's clean up a little bit here. Get those screws into the bottom. A little bit of nitro comes from the fuel lines. All right. Anybody can buy a new one, which I wish I could buy them all new, but this is what we do. We have our fun this way. Okay, should be 4 on the bottom. I don't think that's right. Which ones did I pull from that bottom? Let's take a look. Consult the other one. No, that's right. All right. Nope, we were right. We were right. Man, I wish I could buy a brand new MGT 8.0. You would want the 8.0? The helicopter motor? Better transmission. I like the 4.6 myself, Bob. That 4.6 I have runs pretty good. There's a good question for everybody. If you could buy one Nitro RC brand new today, what would you buy? Or if you can get a, let's say, an upgraded version, what would you buy? Me? I like the, that's a 2.5. I'd like to see another, something more like the, it's a ball in 2.5. We're going to put that back. I'd like to see, I always liked my HPI MT2, the small 10 scale, nitro, 4-wheel drive, little truck, man. I love that truck. Honestly, I'd love to see an updated version of that. But keep it simple. Maybe, the only thing I'd probably change, give it a 2-speed. Put a 2-speed and an MT2, call it the MT3, keep the G3.0 in it. Get a bit of exhaust that sounds nice. Roto start. I'm good. That'd be a good one. check. Why they would use a castle nut on these, I don't know. I think they'd want these to be flush, like everything else. All right, that should be everything from the bottom. Yeah, we were missing this whole section here. This whole section right here snapped off and is missing. Okay, that's still adjustable. We put our throttle linkage back on. I'd be happy with a nice little. I'd be happy with whatever. Okay, Bob's easy to please. Let's see. I'd want a race buggy. All right, right. But you could buy a race buggy. I'm saying, what would you have that maybe you'd want to improve on, or you know, a remake of? Like I said, I think that MT2 is such a fun little truck. All right. Now I said here we went with the. That's the traxxas bolt-on pipe. If you're going to run the easy start, you can't run the black plate it comes with. You just have to take it and put the spring right into the header, which is fine. I kind of like that black cover though; it looked better. But it hits the roto start. 84. I'd like the Slayer Pro, but can they please upgrade to make the spur and pinion gear easier to fix? Yeah, well, your Slayer would be basically the same layout as this. The spur gear is actually very easy to get to once you have the engine out. I think that's the whole ticket. You got to pull the engine to do all that. I agree. Mold says, I would like to have an off-the buggy. I have 2 of them. I agree. Awesome buggy. If you're going to get one, Molds, I know, you know, everybody's financial situation is tight. Especially mine, man. I'm freaking broke. If you're going to buy an off-the buggy, buy one soon. They're going up. They have been going up. I don't know where I had that. Don't matter. I'd like to see a 2-speed WR8. There you go, Bob. That'd be a fun one. Hell yeah. I'll go with that. I thought that WR8 was pretty quick, even though it's a single speed. I'd like to have an off the buggy. There is a guy on there now. You're going to have to do a little bit of work. There is a Thunder Tiger. Was it a Thunder Tiger? Which one do I have? Yeah, the Thunder Tiger EB4. Exactly the same one that I have. He has it up there. It has a motor in it. And we're not going to go into that. An engine in it with a pull starter. It's missing the exhaust. Well, just the muffler. It has the header. It's missing a muffler. It's missing the servos. And it's missing, I believe, the linkage. I think all of it you should be able to find. He has it up for $160 on eBay. I just need it for parts. So, I mean, I wasn't lowballing him to just purposely lowball him. I know he had it down to 130 before. Nobody took him up on it. I offered him $100, and he came back at 130. He seems to be pretty firm on that 130, but the body looks good. The chassis looks good. It's only missing a few parts. If anybody's looking for a nice buggy, hit me up. I can send you the link if you want it. I just wanted it for parts, so. All right, set that engine in there. Not too concerned right now about the mesh because we're just going to get the motor mount bolts started. Now, here is a big thing here. If you are going to run the springed header for the Revo, you have to put it on first before you do the roto start, because there is, well, first off, with this being there on the way, there is no way for you to sneak in between the roto start and that spring to get these motor mount screws. Only if Lucy would bring back the LST. That would be cool, Bob. See, here's a question that I've always, I don't know. I understand how this guy, he parts out vehicles. I get it. I understand how, I don't really know his business plan, how much money he makes off each part or how he does it, but he sells a good product at a good price, and he probably makes some pretty decent money. Look at these screws. They still have the Loctite on them. They've never been ran in because that Loctite would not look that good. So this did not come from an assembled Revo. That blows my mind right there. How is he doing this? Because you know, as soon as you put that in, the first time you take that off, that Loctite's done. That Loctite's perfect. I don't get it. I don't know how he's doing it. But let's get these started. We're going to get this motor bolted in. 2.5. There we go. Nitro Pimp, that EB4 just sold. Oh, look at him sitting on the wall. Oh, did it just sell? I'm going to have to check that. Everybody, Nitro Pimp's here. Check out his new build on that Savage SS. I'm guilty, I haven't yet. I got to sit down because it's a little bit long. But beautiful truck, good builder. Something definitely worth checking out. That side's done. Get her tilted right once we get everything in. Okay, this side here, we got to remember motor mount. That front bolt gets your ground, your yellow wire for the easy start. So, got to make sure we put that on first. There we go. What happened here? What's that going on? Did it drop? What's that, Bob? Trolls rolling in. Are we still good? Yeah, we're good. I don't know. You're still here. All right, yeah. Computer went nuts. Nitro Pimp should have it Friday. Did you buy that, Nitro Pimp? Did you buy it? No shit. That's awesome. Did you get it for $130? I did. Haha. Sweet. Well, that's cool. At least somebody we know got it. Alright, I gotta loosen them up a hair because these ones are not gonna be cooperative. I have a couple of parts here from mine, but I don't think I have any of the parts that were needed for it. Nah, 160 seems... You paid 160? Ah, he got you. Haha. Oh, well. Good deal, man. It's still worth 160. I bet that guy's happy he didn't sell it to me then. I offered him $100. Oh well, cool. Why are we having trouble here? There we go. There we go. Let's see, my next hat trick is taking a Slayer Pro, making a rally car out of it. Just got the body and all the mounts going clipless. Nice. And the wheels. Yeah, I have that Slayer. It's still sitting on the shelf. It's kind of dirty. I figured my buddy would clean it, but I bought it before he did it, so I guess I got to clean it after all. All right. There we go. Bolted in. Ground is on. Let's get the easy starts. Where did I put it? There we go. Let's get that easy start mounted up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Let's see here. How can we do this? We cannot put it on until that side's bolted in. I know what I'm going to try. I know what I'm going to try. Get this adjustment bolt out. Could probably. Oh, that didn't go in? You suck. Thought I was in. Came back out. I've been here, just quiet. Hey Harold, what's going on, man? Did you get, oh no, I don't think you did. Did you not? Oh, you didn't get that one. Shit. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Harold got himself an awesome little cart, man. Got himself a nitro cart. Friggin', I forget the name of it, but it's a Kyosho cart. That thing is sweet. The only downside is the driver is, well, he's an amputee, but he's making the best of it. Okay, let's see if we can get that in there now. Pull that one way out. See if I can get it in there now. You gotta be kidding me. All right. What a pain. This header has become a real nightmare. Come on, get in there. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? Rynks and Pimp scared me away from it, and then the guy ghosted me. I hate rain. At least it ain't snow yet. Yeah, thank God. I scared you because Rynks scared me on those Sens. The Sens aren't terrible. Actually, that one I got I really do like. But man, you can't find parts for those. You're wasting your time. I mean, unless you get that thing pretty much 100% complete, ready to go, you're good. But I mean, like you've seen John, he has that the 7.7 having transmission problems with it. JP had it before him, so we know where it came from. It's not like we didn't know a history on it, and he didn't have any problems with it. Okay, we got to pull this arm somehow. So how do the arms come off this thing? That's the bottom. All right, I think I know how these come off. We're learning the ways of the Revo slowly but surely, because this thing is terrible. I have a new in the box Sen CT5 with the Ford GT body on it. It will remain there. Sorry, new phone, can't type. Yeah, I'm not saying don't buy the Sens, buy them, but I mean just be cautious that, you know, oh, it's missing a few parts. Yeah, try to find those few parts. Like I got a small stack of Sen stuff here because I had to buy one part, and the one part I bought had to come in a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and I mean, I know for a fact, like that's one thing I'm not going to be able to. Not going to be able to run constantly, you know what I mean? Something else is going to break on that thing, and then I'll never find the part again. Hell, the part that I have on it to fix it isn't even the right part. Okay. Yes, and say that it's sandwiched here. You can see why we have all these problems trying to fit a big block into these things. My lord. I can't even fit the stock parts on it. Let's see. Harold, let's see. Best upgrade for that Revo is the OS motor. Yep. I have one. The pimp gave me one. That's going in the T-Max. These things, I think the 3.3 is more than enough. I mean, there we go. I'm going to pull that pin. I'm going to try to get that control arm up and out of the way. There we go. Control arm out of the way. Okay. There we go. There we go. There's our easy start motor. Then we're going to hook it up and make sure that that one way is going 100% the right way before I put that arm back on. What a pain this was. Okay. And the last one that you can't get to. All right, turn the motor a little. exactly. There's a 21 TM is 500 Canadian. Whoa! Hard to justify if you can't buy it cheap. Yeah, free was cheap. I'm happy with that. Like yeah, I wanted the 21, but I simply can't afford that. It's not a cost factor. I think it's worth what they're asking. Hold on. I think it's more. I don't know. I think the 3.3 is okay the way it is. I don't think it's. Is it welcome? Yeah. Somebody wants to donate another one of them, man. Send it my way. Would I buy one? I don't know. I think if you're in a spot where, let's say, your 3.3 takes a dump. I mean, it's done. Would I buy another 3.3? No. I'd spend the extra and buy the 21. If I had a well-running 3.3, would I go out of my way to buy the 21? That's the question. I think the 3.3 in this is good enough. Is it a powerhouse? Nope. Is it a slug? No, we have worse. We have worse. We don't need to worry about that. All right. Easy start. Just make sure that's going to work the right way. Okay. So that's good. Sounds good too. Nitro Bob, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see, Harold, but I for the 18 I have it set up mint. It would keep up fine. Rynks, you paid twice what I paid for that 21 TM. What did they do? Pay you to take it? Like I even have a giant CNC cooling head. Nice. I think the 3.3 revs higher than the OS. The 3.3 they rate it pretty high. I mean, but that's if you believe. Do you believe traxxas? Okay, so what can we do? Get this arm back together. Oh crap. Okay, well I can see the other pin, so that's fine. Top pin. Come on. Get out of the way, you. Okay, cool. That's on, that's on. This goes inside like that. Like that. Put these screws in for the third time. Nitro Bob wins on that statement. Let's see. The 3.3 with an OS 11K carb on carb. Oh boy. Yeah, why not? Pay $100 for a carb on this motor. If you're going to go through the trouble of buying a new 3.3 and put an 11K on it, buy the 21. Let's see, Harold. I just always have had junk 3.3, so I can't say much. My Jado is my first good condition 3.3. They are so hit and miss. You're right. Like, this one hasn't given me much problems. The other one I have on the shelf there, I cannot get that thing to run to save its life. I put a brand new piston and sleeve in it, and the thing's just a total turd. Like it doesn't do anything like good. I don't know what to say about it. It's just bad. It seems like as soon as you get it to the top, it's stuck, and it just doesn't want to rev. It doesn't want to do anything. So I don't know. I might look at it again, but I've already traded that to my buddy, and he wants to put something different in it. So I've kind of washed my hands of that one. Just got this one now. Look at the dirt falling out of this thing. I've had decent luck with my 3.3 carbs, cheap composite, Luma Dave, 26 for a new one. There you go. Hey Pimp, where'd I get these? You must have a surplus on them bags. Here's a question for you. Maybe you guys can answer this. Like I was showing them. Dave gives you new parts, so I figured he was just breaking down brand new traxxas, you know, parting them out. Look at these screws he gave me with them. Anybody that's worked on stuff, you know yourself that Loctite would not look like that if this was installed in anything. These don't look like they've ever been threaded. How did you do that? Let's see, where are we at? I got decent luck. There we go. Same here. Like I've seen everyone have great 3.3s, and I've had a rod fail, slow to rev, with new bearings, just out of pinch, fast. That's 4 different 3.3. Like, the only problem I've ever had with a 3.3, my Slash gave me a little bit of crap, but that was, I think, growing pains. I think that was me just learning how to tune the thing. But the thing that I had a problem with is a buddy of mine bought a brand new Slash with a 3.3, and traxxas sent it to him at top dead center. That engine was locked right off the rip. And, like, this was his first nitro. I'm like, really want to turn somebody off, man. That's how it's done. Dave has good stuff. Just ordered 2 new 4.6s from him cheap. Yeah, he does. But how could he? If he's, I figured he was taking new stuff and then disassembling them, because I mean he sells a ton of stuff. So I mean if he even makes $2 or $3 a piece off of each part, if that, you know, you sell thousands and thousands of parts, it you know, it works out. But those screws were never used. He didn't take them out of nothing. I don't know how he's doing it. I hope he continues doing it, because, I mean, I order off him probably weekly. All right, I think we're going to have to tilt this one all the way in. I'm going to put some Loctite on that. I don't like the thought of not doing that. Put the bumper back on too. Where are we at? Loctite? There we go. Traxxas carbs are the only carbs on, I know, an hour on the high speed is the difference between screaming and crying. Yeah, I've actually just had that problem with that SH18 that was in that Triple X. Man, I got that thing all straightened out. The clutches are all good now. Everything's good. That carburetor is horrible. Horrible on that thing. I don't know what the problem is. I'm going to disassemble it. Maybe we'll dive into it. Maybe we can come up with a conclusion to why it's so bad. That thing, it will not run. It just feels like, you know, you try to do the old blow and go, and it doesn't feel like you're getting fuel through it. And then you open it up, that way you can get fuel through it. It still just won't go. The high side and the low side just... I went from where it was running pretty good. I gave it 1 hour, barely an hour, and it went to lean on high. It was just, it went from ripping pretty good to just that little bit, that 1 hour, and bam, you could hear it. It just was not happy. Pull it back out, and then it just won't run. It runs like shit. You go forward an hour, it's too lean. You go back you go forward, forward an hour, it's too lean. You go back an hour, it's too rich and won't rev. Like, what do you do with that? Feels pretty good. That mesh will work just fine. All right. So what do we got now? Just do a quick recap, see what we have left. Easy start is on, going correctly. I just set the mesh. The mesh looks yummy. I like that. That'll work. Easy start's on. Header is on. We got the back section back on. We got to get the bumper. Put the bumper back together. Yeah, that didn't probably have to come off at all. Let's see, traxxas carbs. Yeah, nitro pip. I just broke in a 3.3 T-Max that would fall on its face at wide open, but an hour out and it runs perfect. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, I cannot, like, after a while it wouldn't even start. Like, it just, I fought that carb like you wouldn't believe. So I just had it. I came home later last night. I had a little bit of wind in me. I didn't want to fall asleep yet. So I came down here and I put a HPI carb on it. and I'm like, I touched nothing on it other than I moved the throttle inlet, so the fuel inlet, so that way it would line up where it's supposed to and all that stuff. I put it all together. I primed it. I pulled it 3 times. It fired right up. I'm like, I couldn't get this thing to start last time, and it just fired right up. So that was great. All right, what do we got going on? All right, I think it's exhaust time. Exhaust time. That's what we're gonna do. Get the exhaust straightened out. Okay, wires look good. Kind of where I like them. I like that. What else we got here? We're gonna tighten that up. So that likes to rotate, but we'll put the exhaust on first. See where we want it to be. Go. I like that. All right, we're going to take this grub screw out. I'm going to put some Loctite on there. Get that locked in. We're going to need a couple of zip ties for that bigger one. I don't know where I got these. They're a Traxxas brand coupler and outlet, but they're black. Check that out. Usually you get them, they're blue. I don't remember where I got these black ones, but man, I'm digging it. Hopefully that coupler will stay in one piece, because that was an issue I was having. As soon as you bend this header, it starts tearing in the center. But yeah, I took that carburetor off. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a small science experiment. Maybe we'll all go through it and see if we can figure out what the deal is, but kind of over it as well. Okay. There's that. That looks nice. Nice and straight. Tighten that up now. There we go. That ain't going anywhere. All right. Yeah, let's check this out. See where we're at so far. Yeah, check out these black couplers, man. They look great. Got the tuned R pipe on it and black spout. I like it a lot better than that blue. Header's looking good. I dig it. What do you guys think? All right, what do we got to do? Zip ties. There we go. I haven't ran this thing in so long, I don't even remember what fuel I have it tuned for. All right. Nitro Pimp says it looks good to him. It looks good from Florida. It looks good for me. Oh, come on. Ah, looked good. Not so much. Let's try that again. These are a little wide for what the slot Traxxas has. And it slid off. I got greedy trying to tighten it down. There we go. Good enough. Good and tight. That'll work. And spin it down so that way you can't see the zip ties. Right there. Beautiful. Only thing I don't like about Revo, guy, is to replace the Easy Start harness. Yeah, you got to fish it all the way down underneath them shocks. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. That's a pain. Hey, came off. Don't come off. Okay. There we go. Down under there. Okay, we have our source line from the exhaust to the tank. So we're going to need our feed line into the carb. Okay, that's no problem. Let's put our glow plug lighter on there. Okay. I don't know, Pimp. After the fight I just had with that lower mount, I don't really mind where those Easy Start wires are. Come on, they just fall right off. These things don't really even screw in. There, that's better. There we go. Okay, let's see, what do we got? Carb is closed, mesh is good, fuel lines are hooked up, exhaust is on, zip tied up. That should be it. Air filter on. Put that. These air filters kind of suck. There we go. Sits in there. Really tight up against the spur. That's why those are a pain. Okay. Throttle's closed. Yes, sir. Okay, that's it. Let's fire this thing up, see how it sounds. I thought there's going to be a sound difference with that bigger diameter header over the stock one. I don't know. It's already got a little fuel in it. I don't know. I think we could probably just prime it off of that. See what it does. Come on, starter. Gonna crap out on me now? Nope, that's fine. Glow igniter's is low. Alright, let's give it a couple of seconds. We'll throw this battery on nuke. 1800. And we'll put it on 1.5. Alright, I'll turn that off for now. Actually, I gotta use my other charger. Shit. Alright, I don't know. Oh, wait. Maybe that battery's good. Way to go. Freaking wire. Something's wrong with this harness. It does not like to make contact with that glow plug a lot. Come on. I don't think I have enough batteries to fire this thing up today. Come on. Come on. Alright. I have to throw that battery on the charger, I guess. Okay, that battery's for that, that's for that. Where's the back plate? There it is. There we go. Alright, guess we'll throw it on the charger. You want to hang out? Should we fire this thing up, or are we going to call it a day? Never a fan of those easy start systems. I always replace them with a pull start. I don't have a pull start for a 3.3 though. Let me throw this on the charger quick. Alright. Clean up while I guess we wait for that. Got a couple of minutes left. I'm going to hang out. We'll see how much we can get charged in that, and then we'll go from there. I have no issues. I believe this thing will start. There we go. Nope. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. All right, so what's going on, everybody? I guess we'll wait for that to hang out and charge. What's everybody else got going on? Yeah, super. I'm starting to agree with that. I don't see what's wrong with these wires. I don't know why that does that, but it is what it is. Extras, got some screws. So yeah, Nitro Pimp's building that SS, man. I gotta watch those videos. I get a chance. Anybody else has a chance to, I highly recommend it. But I want to hear this exhaust. I want to see how it's. No, we'll save that bag. I want to see what this exhaust sounds like. See if it sounds any different with that bigger header. There we go. Sorry about that. Bullshit scam phone calls. Can you hear me? This thing's saying no. I'm gonna snap. All right, can you hear me? It says no. All right, I'm just gonna end it here. This is bullshit. Thanks a lot, scam phone calls. Can you hear me, Bob? I don't know why my phone's doing that. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Kept on showing that it wasn't. I don't know. They call me, I swear to God, I get 30 phone calls a day from, it's just a scam phone call. Scam phone call. Bullshit. I don't know how people can make money. Yeah, someone from India called Kevin. Hey, David Shaw, how are you, man? I think it's the first time I've seen you here. Please like and subscribe. Hit that like button, man. Yeah, I get them like all day. And it's like, how do they make money doing this? Because I don't answer any of them. So someone's getting paid to sit there and not get a phone, not an answered phone call. Always something, man. Let me just see if that battery's got enough in it we can make something happen. I know it ain't done, but set it on boil. Maybe something will happen. Come on. Fire up, would you? I can smell it. It wants to. What is wrong with you? Okay. Let's pull that high needle out. Something's wrong. Get that out of the way. One thing I noticed with these traxxas is if they sit for a while, you get this problem. Clean the high side off. One, two, three, four. All right. Well, I think that's it, man. We're gonna give it a. We're gonna call it. I'm not gonna. I gotta charge that battery. We're gonna be fighting it all day, trying to get that started with that battery that way. So we'll hang out for a few more minutes. We're gonna call it. Next Saturday, race season starts. So we're gonna start getting. I gotta get a quick paint job on the B7. We're gonna take that out. Mini B's ready to go. If there's a class, maybe we'll run it. What else? We're gonna run the Slash again, I guess. That new stadium truck that Team Associated brought out, kind of I kind of want it, but I obviously don't have enough time. It's not released yet, and I don't have enough time to build it by next week, so we're not gonna race that. But indoor carpet season is starting. We're gonna take that. We're gonna start running that again. So I'll be putting videos out on that. Just let me know what you want to see, so that way I can kind of aim towards it. I'm obviously gonna have my camera on the hat. We'll take the shots like we normally do of the track, but I'll show you around a little bit more, show you some of the other racers' cars. There's some really nice stuff out, and other than that, that's my plan. I'm gonna charge that battery and get this thing going. What a piece of junk. I hate traxxas battery, but it is what it is. So I appreciate everybody coming out. We'll do it again next Saturday. Maybe I'll jump in during the week. Check out Urban Legend. He'll be on, I guess he's starting back up again. He'll be up Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Check him out. Check out OG. He'll be up and posting up again hopefully soon. And everybody else that's here, check out everybody else's stuff, man. Help the community grow. Next week I have a new car coming, brand new. We're gonna put the first scratches on it. We got ourselves an electric this time. We're gonna have a good one. Let's see. Michelle says, "Have a good one, Rynks. Love race season." Yeah, I can't wait to. That, and it's connected to one of my favorite pizza joints. So I'm gonna eat good, and we're gonna do some races. We're gonna have some fun. But yep, that's the plan. I'll see you all next week, and I'll probably catch you throughout the week on at the Fun Zone. We'll have some fun out there. Thanks for everyone coming out. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna catch you all later. Peace.